Hello, everyone, once again. This is Rob, and welcome back to Media Awareness and another first reaction video. Before I get to that, though, a quick reminder that the fundraiser continues. For those of you new to my channel or unaware, I am a disabled individual and I use a motorized wheelchair slash scooter all day, every day for my independence, and I need your help. My insurance will not cover anything with regard to my scooter as they view it as a quote luxury item end quote. Despite the fact that I am unable to walk whatsoever and unable to use any other type of power chair or even a standard wheelchair for that matter, having limited dexterity and use of only one hand. In addition to that, I do not have a backup scooter or wheelchair, so if my scooter malfunctions, I am a fish out of water. And unfortunately, that was the case recently for a 2 week plus period of time where my scooter was non functional and I had to rely on friends and family to get me from point A to point B in my household. And I was really out of my element. It did a number on me psychologically, and I'm still kind of reeling from that trauma of basically being stuck. It's as if for a normal person that is able to walk around, as if someone just took your legs and said, okay, you know, get around. And you have to ask people for help. You have to rely on people, and that's not who I am. I am a person that prides myself on my independence, and I thrive on my independence. And I truly now am stressing this more than ever, having recently been marooned, if you will, and subject to other people to move me to and fro, which I do not want to reoccur. So with that all stated, below the title of this video in the description, as well as in a separate section below that, you will find a Spot Fund link. Any and all contributions to the Spot Fund are welcome, and the contributions go directly towards the acquisition of parts to continue the ongoing refurbishing of my existing scooter, and potentially the purchase of a new scooter as well, as a backup, just in case. That is my goal because I do not want the um, malfunctioning to reoccur and be stuck as I was. And I want to avoid that at all costs. It really was not a situation that I anticipated happening quite that soon and quite in that way. And the unpredictability of things is what we have to account for. And therefore, I am endeavoring to raise as much as possible. I do want to extend the gracious thanks to some recent contributions that have come in. They were really, really generous. I appreciate you all. And no matter how great or how small the contributions are, they all add up over time and they allow me to be able to acquire the parts necessary to refurbish this and or to save up for a new scooter um, in any capacity. uh, Whatever is feasible, I will be able to do with those contributions. In addition to being able to pay the train technicians to work on my scooter as well. So it all is meaningful. It all adds up, and I really appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you for clicking on this video and listening to this, and let us move on to our reaction. So, this is a band that I was never aware of until Stephen Wilson mentioned them. Stephen Wilson, of course, the founding member of Porcupine Tree and a legend in the remastering field of music in terms of remastering the catalogs of Yes, XTC, Tears for Fears, um, Jethro Tull. The list goes on. He's done so much in his career. And of course, he also has a successful solo career as well. And I'm highly anticipating his new album whenever it is due to be released. But in the meantime, apart from all of his solo projects, he does a suggestion album suggestion podcast with his um, friend Tim Bonus, who is also a collaborator with Steven from the band No Man, a band I have yet to check out as well. I know, I'm horrible. But Talk Talk is a band that is frequently mentioned by Steven, and it was mentioned in his book, I believe, and it was mentioned in many interviews. And being stateside, we have not really heard of this band as much as people overseas, apparently. So, this is a first reaction to a song called It's My Life, not to be confused with the Bon Jovi song of the same name. So, if you clicked on this video thinking I was doing a first reaction to Bon Jovi's It's My Life, I'm sorry. I really am. I've already heard that song a billion times. So I'm not reacting to Bon Jovi. I'm reacting to Talk Talk. It's My Life, which is probably a completely different song, I would think. Um, and I'm excited for this. It is the title of their second album as well, according to Spotify, which could be misleading. They have been known to be wrong in terms of the chronology of albums. So please correct me on that if I am wrong, but it is listed as their second album on Spotify. So, with that stated, I will give my disclaimer that if this is blocked for any reason, um, I would recommend clicking on the source link below and click on that. You can watch the video and experience it in the optimum video and audio quality that it was meant to be experienced in, direct from the YouTube site of the band themselves. Additionally, you'll be able to watch it without me in the corner of the screen up there somewhere, like an untrained mime in the box. Um, so, yes, always click on that source link. Either pause my video now, open a separate tab, and watch their video unhampered by me, or watch my video all the way through and then click on their link. However you do so, I would really appreciate you clicking on that source link. As musicians and bands who create this music for us, the fans, really work hard to do so, and they deserve all the credit in the world for their art. So please always click on those links whenever possible, and I always link them in my videos. So thank you for doing so ahead of time. And now, without further ado, let's hope this is not blocked, and let's hope we can experience Talk Talk. It's My Life. And I'll be back following this with my assessment. So, I have heard that song. Uh, I'm not sure. And for the longest time, up until today, up until just now, I thought it was Brian Ferry who sang it. Now I realize that it's definitely not Brian Ferry. Um, of course, Brian Ferry of Roxy Music. If you do not know the name Brian Ferry, if you do not know who Roxy Music is or were, do yourself a favor and look them up. They are an entirely different beast and amazing group and amazing. Brian Ferry was also amazing on his own as a solo artist, but I digress. Talk Talk, this was really impressive. It had that Brian Ferry Roxy Music Avalon sort of feel to it, which is why I probably associated it with Brian Ferry. Um, but it's really, really great. Love the bass. Um, Great uh, drum fills, drum sounds. I love the arrangement. It's got such a clever, catchy hook, really meaningful lyrics, in my opinion, and just conveyed with such elegance and passion. And, that vocal delivery is just so, like, effortless, just really uh, very casual almost in its delivery, which is refreshing in a lot of ways, as opposed to a lot of things that we hear in today's society and today's music, where vocals are really overdone or tend to be over exaggerated. This is less of that and just more of a more casual approach to conveying lyrics and doing so with a really I want to say professional, but it's not the word. Like I'm thinking professional in terms of like suit and tie for some reason, but that's not what I mean. It's more of like a Brian Ferry ish way. It's the only way I can describe it. Roxy Music in their latter years. It reminds me of that, but it's really its own thing, and it also has that post punk feel of that new wave style that was prominent in the throughout the 1980s actually, and I'm looking forward to checking out more now from Talk Talk, having experienced them now for the first time. Please give me some suggestions for songs and or albums to check out. I'll be checking out the rest of this album, perhaps adding it to my Spotify playlist as well, as I'm really impressed with this. More so than I can really convey here. But yeah, Talk Talk, it's my life. Not Bon Jovi, it's my life. At all. Completely different song. Um, but I really enjoyed this a lot, and I'm really glad I finally was able to do this. And I want to thank you all for watching this reaction. And I do want to also remind you all the fundraiser continues. Any support is welcome. $5 or $10 even goes a long way and adds up over time. And it all makes a difference in the end. So please do what you can, and hopefully I can get the parts necessary to continue the refurbishing on this scooter, in addition to getting a new scooter as a backup in the event this fails again, which I hope does not happen anytime soon. It's 3 p.m., just in case you're wondering, in northeastern Pennsylvania, in the United States. So, with that stated, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.